our community would be like cringing, like, oh my goodness, this is, I can't tolerate this. For some others, they would be like, well, yeah, I don't like it, but it's not killing me. And for others, it'd be like, I don't even feel that. I don't mind equity swings in those types of terms because I know that what I'm looking for will compound and take me out of that when the market's provided. But if you have control over your leverage, and all of us have that, that amount of risk is completely in control by you. You're the person that's in control of it. You can trade all the way up to margin. Now, it doesn't mean the market won't leave you in the trade. It can very easily take you out with a margin call or take your stop. If you're suffering with emotional, if you're trading with a high impact with psychological influences because of the marketplace. Okay, let me ask you this. This is a really good question. Since we don't have anything to trade with, right now we're watching this euro in here. If we see drawdown in our account, okay, and now think about it. You all have to have, I mean, you're being invited here for interactive purposes, and I'm going to kind of like give a summary of what I see in terms of responses. If you have drawdown in your account, and say you have suffered 15% drawdown, I don't know if that's a big drawdown for any of you in here, or if that's a reasonable amount of drawdown. I'm not going to argue the case for either one of us, but let's just say you suffer 15% drawdown. Say you've had 12 losing trades in a row. Okay, and you suffered 15% drawdown. What are you thinking as a trader? Number one, you're not going to give me a realistic response because you may not be suffering that. You may never have suffered that. But what are you thinking? Number one, you're going to be doubting, okay, am I trading something that works? Is my system been compromised? Am I following my system? Should I double up my risk now? Martingale time. Yeah. Blaming the market, looking for other things to do or deal with the responsibility. Because you get yourself in this mess, nobody else gets you there. So what's going to happen is because that uncomfortable feeling that you put yourself in drawdown, you've done those trades, you've probably seen warning signs to bail on the trades that you took losses on, but you didn't listen to that. You got stuck to the idea that you're going to make money with the trade. You hold on to it, and it killed you. It took your stop, and it held you in a longer drawdown, and it either squeezed you out or it hit your stop. The bottom line is you have 15% drawdown. You got 12 losing trades in a row. In your mind, you're going to be looking to do what? Justify that by an outward catalyst, some kind of reason that it wasn't you. True or not? There's only one person saying no. 2 people saying no. Everybody's a flirt. 3 people saying no. Everybody else is yes, they agree. They're the ones that are being honest. Because trust me, when you have 12 losing trades in a row and you've suffered 15% drawdown, okay, the first thing you're going to do as a human being is, what caused this? Because I couldn't have been the one that did this. But you were the one that put the orders in. You were the one that put the stop loss where you put it at. You were the one that held onto the trade without a stop loss or didn't cut the risk down and when it gave you an opportunity to do that. So it's always you as the trader's responsibility. Even if I were to do a signal service and say, okay, buy here, sell here, put stop here, who's ultimately in the chair of responsibility? The person putting the trade on. I don't have control over anyone. So when you read responses to folks and you read other people's opinions about how they think about the marketplace, it tells you a lot about their makeup as a trader. If they're highly opinionated, chances are they're probably a losing trader, or when they do take a losing position, the pain threshold that's created, they immediately look for outward catalyst to blame. And they don't want the responsibility, but they'll take the credit when it's a winning trade, and they're great, they're a rock star trader, but they won't take the responsibility of taking a loss or for promoting that whole drawdown experience. So the pain threshold that you experience is directly linked to, number one, personal responsibility. So you have to own it. So, okay, I did this. I caused this. So therefore, I have to take ownership of it. The second thing is how much of that pain and emotional response that you feel is directly related to how much of the leverage you're going to put on. Like I used the analogy a minute ago. If we were trading with a $100,000 account and the leverage that you trade with is only 10 cents per pip,